Hi everybody, I just got done finished brewing a couple of 2 beers here that I made at home, some of my new home brew here. And I have 2 beers that I want to share with you, and I'm being filmed by my lovely assistant over there. First beer here is the Cherry Tart Ale that we brewed with Montmorency Door County cherries, and this is just awesome. The other one is a traditional German wit beer, and this came out really good. So I'm going to go through and I just want to share these with you, and it's for any of you who enjoy the home brewing process and kind of like some of the films I put up there, well, take the time and enjoy these. So, I'm just up here talking with everybody and just giving you another opportunity to see my ugly mug, and I just want to say hi to everybody out there. So, here we go. Awesome. Now this beer here, the Cherry Tart, that I made with the Door County cherries, just to kind of give it an edge. It kind of has a taste of a New Glarus beer. It's similar to it. They make a cherry beer. I think it might even be a Cherry Tart. But it's higher in alcohol. This is around 5.4%, and you feel it pretty quick, but it's got a great taste to it. I brewed it about a month ago, and it just came out really good. It's got great color. It's got a great taste. Okay, next beer we're going to highlight is a traditional German wit beer, and I have that baby right in this bottle right here. And kind of finished both of these batches pretty close to the same time. I was fermenting 2 at the same time. So, if you'll come around with the camera over here, we're going to decant this beer into the glass. You come around this side, and you'll notice a difference in color right away. This is a lighter beer, more of an amber color. Has a lighter taste, but it's has hints of fruit and orange peel, spices and coriander are used in the brewing of this, and it's got just a really good aftertaste of just a slight spice and a slight fruit, and just a really good overall refreshing good beer. Okay, we're going to pour this. One of the key things you're looking for when you're making homebrew is to get the good head on the beer and to get the carbonation right. And it's a little bit tricky, but once you get it down and you do it in a consistent way, your beer generally carbonates very well. And the natural carbonation process in homebrew, for the most part, most people do it in bottles or else they keg. I tend to do bottles, and I'm going to get into kegging later. But before it goes into the bottles, the beer is basically flat. And we mix about half a pound of corn sugar to a 5-gallon batch. What that does is it basically restarts the fermentation process, not completely, but slightly. And then when you mix that into the beer and you put it into the bottles, it will, with the pressure of the capping on the bottle, and it's sitting for probably about a good 5 to 7 days is good at a minimum before you'd want to open one. That pressure and the yeast starts the carbonation process, or the fermentation process, just a little bit, just gets it off the ground just enough to where that yeast will convert those sugars into a little bit more alcohol, but it also releases the CO2. And the CO2 is what gives you the bubbles and gives you the carbonation. Now with the pressure with the cap on there, that stays in there, so when you open it, pretty much what you have is carbonated beer. You have the nice head. You can see by the color of this, if you zoom in on this, this is a nice amber color. And if you get real tight here, you can see a really good head. You can see the carbonation, bubbles coming up, real nice, and that is a real solid, nice beer head on this. And this is exactly the way this beer is supposed to turn out. I followed a traditional recipe on this one.